What's the word? What's the word? What's the mother word, man? Tap in, bro. Today we talking about LeBron James. LeBron James. Yeah, since y'all be showing me that LeBron James. You feel me? We talking about LeBron. LeBron. You feel me? That's what we talking about, man. Now, if you know and if you don't know, let me go and list you up. Now, they saying that LeBron will be staying in NYC. Guess what we trying to be, what we gonna be on January 1st? NYC. You feel me? They say that what LeBron gonna be staying while he playing in Philly. Now, I know y'all got a lot to say. You feel me? Y'all always got something to say about the King. Y'all always got something to say about the King, and we finna get into it. You feel me? After we do this, talk about he staying here, we finna get into that worst game. Because I can't believe y'all be talking about LeBron James like that. Now, let's get this out the way. Wilt Chamberlain stayed in New York City, you feel me, and J.J. Redick. Did y'all say anything about that? No, I didn't think so. Now, we're moving on. Now, we had this thing going on, bro, to where they like to talk about how LeBron James had one of his worst games of his career. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But we going to dive into it, bro. We are. We going to get into it because at the end of the day, I feel like all good players have a bad game. You feel me? A bad series sometimes, whatever the case may be. But the end result, regardless of how you feel about the individual play, they lost. Now, we're going to get into these games, bro. We're going to get into the game. We talking about LeBron James, right? LeBron James, the GOAT. Y'all saying, oh, we don't hold him accountable. He had a bad game. A bad game. Yeah, even LeBron said he wasn't there mentally, but we going to get into it. We going to get into it. Now, as y'all all know, if you don't know, Game 5 versus the Mavs. LeBron, stat line, bro. 8 points, horrible. 9 rebounds, that's good. 7 assists, 2 steals, 4 turnovers. That man was 3 for 11 from the floor. 27% shooting. 0 for 3 from the three-point line. 2 for 4 from the free throw line. 50%, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, my. They lost, bro. They lost. But you want to know what I don't hear about they loss? I don't hear about y'all talking about how D-Wade missed that free throw to tie the game. That's what I don't hear y'all talking about. So even with LeBron scoring 8 points, they still could have won the game, right? That gets into my. We're gonna get in later, okay? But we talking about these other guys, right? Since y'all say that's a bad game. Do y'all remember the game when Kobe scored 8 points in the playoffs? Oh, they don't talk about that, right? Oh, Game 6 versus the Pacers. This is the finals, right? 2000, right? Kobe, 8 points. Did I say 8? I said 8. 5 rebounds. Okay. 3 assists. 2 steals. 0 turnovers. That's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. 4 for 20 from the floor. 4 for 20. Right? 4 for 20, Kinfo. Yep. 4 for 20, right? Okay. 0 for 1 from the three-point line. And 0 from the free throw line. I mean, Kinfo wasn't even driving in the lane. You feel me? He out there shooting straight jumpers. 4 for 20, man. Do y'all talk about Kobe like that? Because I don't hear y'all saying that that's taking him out of the GOAT debate. You feel me? His 8 points he scored against the Pacers. 4 for 20. Ain't nobody saying nothing about that. But I digress. Okay. We're going to get the Jordan worst game in playoffs. That's what we're going to get to. Now, Jordan worst game, 15 points. Way more points than Kobe and let's just say LeBron as well. Puh. We got to say that there. Way more points, right? 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover, 7 of 17 from the floor. Shot 41%, 0 for 2 from the three-point line, and 1 for 4 from the free throw line, 25%. So, you telling me if LeBron James would have got 6 more shots, he wouldn't have made 3? Stop it. Y'all smoking crack. The only thing different about LeBron, bro, and the rest of these guys is he's not a shot chucker. That's what he's not. He not finna sit up here, bro, and chuck up shots for the most part if he having an off game, bro. He not finna do that. And on top of that, we gonna get into the scheme that the Dallas Mavericks put on LeBron. That's what we gonna get into. Now, we all know that the Heat jumped out on the Mavs. You feel me? We do know that. We moving on past the games because I'm holding you accountable for this Kobe y'all be talking. And this MJ y'all be talking. They shoot shots. That's what they do. LeBron is a passer. That's why he had way more assists than these guys combined. You feel me? He's going to do that. If he's not having a good night, he's going to pass the ball. That's what he's going to do. Now, D-Wade missed the free throw. Yes, he did. To tie the game. Y'all don't even talk about that, bro. You don't talk about that. But we're going to get into the scheme, the game. That's what we're going to get into. And what they was talking about after the game and after the season. What we finna get into LeBron's horrible game. That's what we finna get into, man. Horrible series. Horrible series. Horrible series. Now, will we say Jason Kidd was a good defender? We will say that. They talk about him all the time. Let me check that off my list. Will we say Sean Marion was a good defender? We will say that. Let me go and check that off my list. Will we say that Deshaun Stevenson was a good defender? I think we would. Let me go and check that off my list. Let me see. Was Tyson Chandler a good defender? I think he was. Let me check that off my list. Okay, there's 4 good defenders in the zone defense scheme. Michael Jordan couldn't ever get a zone defense, right? They couldn't even double team back then, right? So the defense that LeBron is facing today, and even Kobe, you feel me, is more intricate than what Michael Jordan had to deal with back in the 90s when you couldn't even run over to a guy and act like you wanted to play the lane or anything. You had to commit to a guy and actually double team him, leaving somebody wide open. You couldn't play no zone defense back then, bro. Now, did LeBron have a bad game? Yes, he had a bad game. He shot horribly. Horribly. Was zoned out, said he wasn't there because the defense that they were putting on them after they had just jumped out on the Mavs for the 2 games. Mavs switched it up and said, we finna take away the paint. We finna make it cloggy. Yeah, they got Joel Anthony on the other side. They don't have a stretch big. He has to sit in the middle. Dwayne Wade ain't the best shooter. You feel me? Yeah, he has to be on the floor. And Chris Bosh, don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. Hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? If he on, he on. When he on, he on. But when he off, you feel me? He off. Now, I'm talking about the 3-pointer. Mid-range usually going down, you feel me? But even then, that's still kind of keeping your man in the lane. You feel me? So, on top of the zone defense, guess what they were doing? Double teaming. Triple teaming. Yeah, that's what they were doing. But does LeBron still have to make the right plays? Yes, he does, bro. Yes, he does. Now, let's keep going. We'll keep checking all this shit out there, checking it. Yeah, now let's talk about the scheme that the Heat were running. This is coming from the coaches, bro. This is coming from the players. They were running, let me get into it, let me get it right. Spoelstra, as he said. Fizdale. They were running their system to pretty much put LeBron James in it. But after the season ended, Dwayne Wade came to LeBron and said, look, my man, we can't have you like that no more. You feel me? Like, I understand what's going on. Even the players on the team saying they were confused about who to get a ball to in certain situations because there was no said go-to guy. It was one of those things where they were just out there doing it because Eric Spoelstra was a rookie coach, man. Come on, man. Y'all acting like we don't know this, bro. They out there freestyling, playing N1 ball, man, and made it to the playoffs, bro. And when they got to the playoffs, they actually faced a coach that out-coached them. That's what happened, guys. Yes. Now, did LeBron play bad? Yes, he did, but he's playing within the scheme of the team. Now, when he came back next year, what happened? What happened, man? What happened? Oh, they won, right? Was Dirk them back then? Oh no, they broke up the team. You feel me? That's what they did. They broke up the team. Now Dirk went back. That's his only championship. You feel me? Bron came back that one when they gave him the keys. He said, "Look, I'm gonna show y'all what to do when they got D Wade sitting in the corner, and I'm the one running the offense." You feel me? Yeah. The coaches have came out and said this, and I've said this plenty of times, bro. Dwayne Wade had already beat the Mavs, bro, a different Mavs team. You feel me? But he had already beat them in the finals, bro. He had already shown that he can do that. You feel me? But Shaquille O'Neal was there as well. You feel me? Not a prime Shaquille O'Neal, but an effective Shaquille O'Neal was there as well. So it was one of those things where they figured like, okay, well, this D Wade, you feel me? Like he already got one finals MVP, but hey, I say that to say this. Joel Anthony pretty much summed it up when he said, LeBron James has always been the main guy, bro, since middle school. So asking him to be the second guy behind D Wade, he didn't know how to do that, bro. That's a position he never been in before. He always been the big dog, bro. And even when he was playing with them in the first year, he was the big dog. But the coaches were acting like, hey, well, this Dwayne Wade, you feel me? We finna do this and that. Okay, well, hey, y'all ain't got the same team y'all had with Dwayne Wade, and that ain't the same Dwayne Wade. You feel me? Like, this Dwayne Wade got deteriorating knees. Y'all just ain't figured it out yet. You feel me? So, LeBron is LeBron James, bro. He has to be number one. Now, he older. Yeah, now. He can be a number 2 or 3. But even now, he went to Philadelphia. They got him running starting point guard roles, bro. You want to know why? Because what he does with that ball in his hand and how everybody needs to be in their place and everyone can move freely when he has that ball in his hand and run their plays and do what they need to do, it's amazing because he's going to actually get the ball up and do what needs to be done, bro. Now, did he have a bad game? Did he have a bad series? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But you Kobe fans, Kobe had a bad game. He shot worse than LeBron. Had the same amount of points, less rebounds, less assists, same amount of steals, less turnovers. Why I don't hear y'all talking about this game versus the Pacers? Now, you Michael Jordan fans, he had 15 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1. He 7 for 17. Why I don't hear y'all talking about this game? These are the worst games. Guess what happened to all of them? They lost. Michael Jordan lost. Kobe Bryant lost. LeBron James lost. That what happened. So it didn't matter that Michael Jordan scored 15 points. Didn't matter. Guess what happened? He lost. That was his lowest scoring game. Lowest scoring game for Kobe. 8 points. Didn't matter what he shot 20 shots. Guess what happened? They lost. LeBron James scored 8 points. Didn't matter. Guess what? They lost. So it don't matter what y'all talking about. Get what happened at the end of the L. Now, yeah, he didn't perform up to this, then they bought all 3 of them lost. But I still want y'all to hold Kobe to that same standard. Same standard. If y'all say the 8-point game again, I'm going to say the 8-point game for Kobe. That's it. Y'all get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this, bro, because I know y'all got something to say. And until the end, I love.